Good Thursday to you. I cannot believe here we are already Thursday. Welcome to another episode on the No Frills video, longer than a minute and less than five. How you doing today? I want to talk to you today about something I couldn't believe. I might have mentioned it about maybe a year and a half back. And to this minute, it crossed my mind on purpose. I put the images of the cups of coffee behind. Hey, have an imaginary cup. I'll have some with you. And this topic is about coffee. Okay, I was watching a video. It was not on this platform. That's for sure. It's on a different platform. And this was a real reaction of a person that was struggling to make ends meet. And somebody was giving that person, tips and, tricks to cut down on their expenses. And literally, this individual had literally practically a meltdown on the video because they were told that a great way to save money is to avoid going to such and such a place for outside coffee. That person was literally having like such a reaction, like so upset over something that in my opinion is just such a minor thing. I'm like, is that coffee so good at that such and such place? Well, at the such and such place that, let's say, in my mind's eye that I'm thinking of, I would say this. This is me. I'm not bashing an entire industry. I'm just saying my opinion. I have not found the flavor satisfactory to my liking. Okay. That's me. But the way this person was reacting, like, my goodness gracious, what was that other person advising that person to do? Nothing big deal. Nothing such a big deal about cutting down, on outside coffee. Wow. I asked myself, is it that hard to make that type of coffee? Now, there are so many videos out there that could demonstrate like exact recipes on how to make really like bump it up to the next level. People don't have to do what I do with my 25-cent cup of joe. That's my choice. I'm totally happy with it. I don't expect people to think the way I do. But I'll tell you right now, the level of reaction from that person was just absolutely shell shocking to me. I was like, wow, how immature, how ridiculous, and do you really want to save money? That's all the questions that were whirling through my mind's eye. And I'm like, wow, that person wasn't asking you to fly to the moon, they're just asking you to give up such and such coffee at such and such of a place. But I figured it out. I'm like, is that person really reacting to losing that type of coffee, like the actual coffee? Because people could find ways around it. People can find ways to make purchases of that kind of coffee, let's say in a bag, and make it at home, which is still a heck of a lot cheaper than going to such and such, place such and such and paying such and such extra for this coffee. So I thought long and hard. I said, you know what? I don't really think it was about the coffee at all. I think it was about that person wasn't willing to give up their lifestyle. Perhaps there's more to the story. Maybe for that person going to such and such a place for such and such coffee, that is like, or was, or is a social event for them. So here's the thing. I'm not saying don't have social events. Okay. My suggestion would be at least cut it down. At least cut it down. If you're complaining to someone that you're having financial difficulties, you can't find ways to save, and the person like, went through your that person's habits and they found that they spent excessive amounts at such and such a coffee, all right, be willing to at least try to cut it down. I get it. But there are other ways to be sociable that do not cost money. If you want to see those same people, maybe take your coffee with you, meet them outside or something. Find another alternative. I get it. We are social creatures. We are meant to be sociable. But does being sociable have to cost us so much money at such and such a place? And the level of reaction from that person, I don't think I'll ever soon forget.